Hello, EBA Cog families. This is Dr. Matkins, your principal here, and wanted to go over a little bit about what does it mean to be a Title I school. You've probably heard that term be used a lot before, but I want to just spend a few moments so that you have a better understanding of what it is and how it can positively impact your child here at EBA Cog. So, what is Title I? Title I is just simply additional funding that comes from our federal government, and it helps schools all across our nation. But it's helping to fund schools that are maybe have some students that are behind academically or at risk of being behind. The funding is determined on how many students in the school gets free lunch. So they look at the number of students as far as your attendance, and they look and see how many have free lunch. We are what you call a CEP school here at EBA Cock, and because of that, 100% of our students do get free lunch, and because of that, we do get a good amount of money for our Title I funding. Just to kind of put things into perspective, almost half of our public schools in North Carolina are Title I. Here in Pitt County, a good number of our schools are Title I. I would say anywhere between two-thirds or even to up to 75% of our schools in Pitt County are considered Title I. What do we do with the money that we get? So we use that to help pay for our teachers. We want to recognize and put a lot of emphasis on smaller class sizes. We know that our students can be very successful in that way. So by allowing ourselves to hire additional teachers, it keeps our class numbers pretty low and allows our teachers to do a lot of great things. We also use it to have remediation teachers in the building to kind of help narrow down in skills and looking at what the students need. It also helps instructional development within our building and also in the form of professional development. We can utilize that money to help out with sending our teachers to different locations to learn and increase their skills. So, what can you do as a parent when it comes to helping out as a school? Just stay up to date on your child's performances. You know that there's a lot of different ways now that we can communicate. So, make sure that you are staying up to date with your child's academic success in the classroom, especially on PowerSchool. Communicate with the school and communicate with the school often. We have multiple different ways and methods that we do that. So, we just ask that you continue that on your end as well. Attendance is a very big thing. Of course, we know, simply put, that if students are not at school, then they cannot learn. So we want to make sure that attendance is something that we're looking at and supporting one another with that. Read nightly. We underestimate how big of an impact that can really do for our students, but reading nightly is something that can really be beneficial. And always ask and reach out to the school and your child's teachers on how you can assist with their learning process. A lot of times our families want to do that. They just may not be aware of how they can do that. So please reach out and we'll be more than glad to help. Lastly, just wanted to say if you have any additional questions to what does it mean to be a Title I school and how does that affect your child, feel free to reach out to me at this email right here, or you may call the school at any time too, and I'll be more than glad to help. Thank you all and have a great night.